of looking like is in the Republic of Azerbaijan. Here they call it naftalan. It's been used as a health treatment for thousands of years, hailed as a cure for everything from rheumatism to skin disease. Look at that. That looks disgusting. It's so weird. It's so clingy. Oh God. People have been doing what I'm doing way back to the time of the ancient Persians. The Lord knows what made them get their kit off and start to bathe in this stuff. When I first saw it, it looked absolutely disgusting. The feeling of it being warm and clingy was horrible. But now after 5 minutes, it still feels absolutely disgusting. Just as well, this isn't its only use. You know, I think I can smell someone smoking, which is making me a bit jittery because this is oil. I'm lying in a bath of petroleum. Fittingly, the first country to benefit from the exploitation of oil was the home of naftalan, Azerbaijan. You know, for centuries, thick black was dug out of the ground here by hand on a small-scale basis. But by the middle of the 19th century, demand for oil really took off. And what had been a cottage industry turned into this. Within 20 years, these fields were the site of the first great global oil boom. From across the world, entrepreneurs rushed to Azerbaijan to make their fortunes. Some succeeded so well that their names are almost legendary. The Shell Oil Company started life here, and the Nobel brothers of Nobel Prize fame built their business empire on Azeri oil. This place oozed money. By the early 1900s, Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan, boasted incredible wealth. But Azerbaijan really owed its sudden wealth to a fluke of geology. In the land of naftalan, oil happens to be exceptionally close to the surface. You can see how close at an unusual location in the south of the country. If you want to appreciate why this country was the site of the first great oil boom, then you don't have to look any further than these curious mounds. It's not so much the mounds that's interesting, it's what's bubbling out of them. Mud, not just ordinary mud. Look what happens when I do this. Go! The reason it's flammable is that the mud is full of natural gas, which is formed along with the oil. You know, these things are like miniature volcanoes, really. Except that rather than hot, molten lava spewing out of the top, it's just mud. So the thing is, you can dig into them, and you can see what the kind of plumbing's like inside. Which is exactly what I'm doing now. Now look at this, look at this. You can see it in here. Look, the mud's just bubbling up in here, in this cavity. And then there's a little vent, a pipe, that carries it up to the top, and it spews out. There were few places on Earth where it was easier to extract oil and gas than Azerbaijan. But by the start of the 20th century, demand for oil was rocketing, and new sources had to be found. It was first started in the 1940s. It's got a football team, and even a mosque. This place is called Oily Rocks, and over 2,000 people live and work there. If ever there was a monument to our obsession for oil, then this is it. Because what you don't see from the ground is that Oily Rocks was built in the middle of the Caspian Sea. It's 25 miles from dry land. Over the years, more than 600 oil wells have been drilled from these platforms. Today, Oily Rocks is still producing oil, but it's past its peak. And that about sums up our relationship with oil more generally. Today we're burning it far faster than the planet can make it. It would take the Earth 3 million years to make enough oil for just 1 year of our consumption.